Nice to come away with the 2 points, no doubt, but tough to give up the one to Lake Erie.
Yeah, it was. In the end, the way the game went, we're pretty fortunate that we only gave up one. To be honest, they came out, they were ready to go, and they pretty well took it to us. Basically, the first two periods, the first 10 minutes or so, I thought was fairly even, but after that, I thought they really took it to us, and Christopher Gibson really kept us in there, and I think we recognized what we were up against in the third, and really picked up the level of play, and our skills started playing better, and our top players started playing better and with more urgency, and I think that was the difference.
These two teams always seem to play each other hard, always come up with tight results. What do you see in that team that plays you so well?
Just grit, determination. They play a real structured system. Not, they do have some skilled players. Obviously, the first goal was a heck of a shot there. But they just play extremely hard. And they're big. Their forecheck is really strong, and they create turnovers. And so that's a tough one to match up against. But our guys, once we started establishing the forecheck ourselves, that's when we took advantage of them.
Greg McKay, you say the team didn't come out and respond the way you wanted to in the first 40 minutes, but Greg McKay, he had a solid 60 minutes out there.
Yeah, I thought Kegger was really skating tonight. Probably the most I've seen him in quite a while, and he was holding on to pucks and making plays at the offensive side. He at different times his line mates got the bug there, the turnover bug, and that makes it tough when you're going north and all of a sudden turning south and spending a lot of time in your zone. And so I as the third period went on, I think the other two guys started buying into it too.
Did you have to give them a kick in the pants with a slow start to get them going, or?
Not especially. Obviously, we came out score-wise 1-0, but we weren't fooling ourselves, and we were pointing that out to the guys that we had to pick up our level of play, and they didn't immediately, but certainly after the second period, I think there was a realization they were in a game.
There's a message going into tomorrow afternoon on the quick turnaround. You can kind of look at this and say, well, Rochester's got to make a long trip to get in here. You got to put that out of your mind. Is that what you tell the guys?
For sure. The way we always look at it is we determine how we play, and we can't determine other teams' travel or how they show up, how they're playing. If we go out and dictate the game to another team, then that's the way we want to play, and hopefully it turns favorable for us.
You guys only had one of your games, one of your overtime games go to a shootout, and it seems like generally it's been going favorably for you. Now that you've had a few months to play with it, adjust to it, how has the new overtime format worked out for you?
I'm a fan of it. From a fan standpoint, I'm definitely a fan of it, and it's something that I think our guys are getting in the mindset now as far as how to play it, and being a little less aggressive on, certainly in three-man units. Sometimes, that third guy has to be a little bit more responsible. And the other two guys, you want them to go and try and make plays, and you filter different guys in. But, obviously it worked out for us tonight.
Have you seen different looks from your opponents, given that it's only the first year, in terms of how they handle personnel and I guess the way they play it 3-on-3?
Not a whole lot. I guess depending on face-off positioning and the way the game's gone, I guess face-offs really come into play, the personnel you put out there. But generally you see more the offensive mindset, and you get. I've never yet seen three forwards out, but definitely two forwards. Depending on the situation, who we're playing against, if it's a divisional opponent and time left on the clock, it would be something I definitely think about.